It's Cash from the Sweet Science Media, and I'm joined by the best looking man in Riyadh, best dressed man, best hair, best glasses, and the best kick. Front kick to the jaw. Oh. Gareth A. Davies. Gareth, how are you?
It's been a long week. Can't wait for the fight now. Yesterday when we had the press conference, there was this weird feeling, even though it's a Friday night fight, not a Saturday night fight, that we wanted to see it tonight. And I don't know whether it's something to do with the workouts and everyone getting here earlier, and maybe I've been in the Middle East a long time. I have since last week, but cannot wait for this fight now. Certainly the event. So much jeopardy. Tyson Fury kind of ignited a few things in Francis Ngannou yesterday. I liked seeing that aspect of him, because before that, Anthony Joshua was commanding the week, and this is a jeopardy week for him. Truckload of cash, but he won't go home a happy bunny if he hasn't got legacy in front of him, and that's what this is all about.
100%. We saw them obviously on the stage, both weighed in. Obviously, both the men are always in fantastic shape. From that, and then the atmosphere from the crowd, Cameroonian fans going crazy, AJ's family going crazy. What did you take away from that, if you took anything away from it?
Well, I like to romanticize that this is a new kind of rumble in the jungle, but the rumble in Riyadh. Cameroon versus Nigeria. I know we've got kind of Cameroon, France to Vegas, and we've got a British Nigerian fighting, but for me, two big African tribes going to war together. They are huge human beings. They're behemoths, man mountains, and I think what I love is the Ngannou story and the jeopardy for Joshua. Ngannou's the same weight as when he fought Tyson Fury last year, which means he's prepared for 10 rounds, but I think he'll be more explosive and more daring against Anthony Joshua. But Anthony throws straight punches very directly, very effectively, and I think he's got to carry on the momentum from the last fight and strike early against Francis, because if he lets Francis into the fight, and he's dangerous for the whole time he's in there anyway, the left hook is his weapon, and Joshua has problems with the left hook in his career. Man, I want to see Anthony Joshua face Tyson Fury. It's the fight of a generation for us in the UK. I don't mind him fighting Usyk if Usyk beats Fury, and we see the third fight with Usyk because he's got better every time. The big overarching thing, in a very long answer there, is basically that the heavyweight division is getting made at the moment. It is lit. It's a super league of heavyweight boxing right now, and I've been in this sport a long time, over 30 years. It's the best time I can ever remember.
100%, I agree. I wanted to ask you.
You agree with me? Because I was thinking he's looking at me like he's not going to agree with me.
No, I'm just in awe of the hair, and I can smell some aftershave.
Oh, it's an 𝗨𝗪𝗐𝗐. There's the perfume here.
And it's different. It's different.
Oh man.
We went to a market yesterday. I don't know where we ended up. I don't know how we ended up there. But some of the best oud in the world. It was, what was it called? 𝗨𝗪𝗏. Don't know where it is, don't know where.
Oh, 𝗨𝗪𝗏 Market. Oh, yes, that's where I went. No, it's amazing. Did you get caught in the tourist bit and ripped off? Because I went into the huts, and I did the 50% off. And I'll tell you what I did get. And this is a bigger thing here as well about all of this. East and West coming together, right? And this is one of the beauties of travel and our sport. And maybe being a journalist and traveling the world all this time. I love the fact that what's happening right now is opening up the Middle East to people that have never been here before, and the story's changing, and the bias against people here is changing. And for example, I've got the traditional Bedouin headdress, but I wear it as a scarf. And you know what? I was thinking, would that offend? But you know, people love it.
They love it. Yeah.
They love it. They love you embracing their culture, and that's part of the fun for me. Being out, doing the shisha, being amongst Riyadhians as their culture opens up with this 2030 vision. This is a special time, because let's come together and watch the fighting in the ring and be brothers and sisters together.
100%, and I think that now, doing more events like this, having superstars coming over here, is only going to increase that. Like, we arrived a few days ago, and I got to see so many, because my first time in Riyadh, my first time in Saudi, actually.
How amazing is it?
It's been brilliant. I expected something like this, but not as good, not as grand and as exciting, especially today at the weigh-in.
Oh no,
it felt like a football match.
Yeah,
that's what it gave me. Not as crazy as a Ricky Hatton vibe, But people were excited.
Yeah, that's because people aren't drinking, and I think that there is that. They drank 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗸 𝗧𝗶 when he fought Floyd Mayweather. I was there, and or whatever it was, 25,000 fans came over, and you literally couldn't get a beer. I don't drink beer, but you couldn't get a beer in the bars eventually. But I think more than anything, it's just the cultural exchange that is so rewarding, that's kind of above it and in the river running beneath it, you know. Like you say, it's your first time here. It's very impressioning. It has a great impression on you. Like, we can see all the people, the families enjoying the season. They go into Ramadan at the weekend, and I hear they work even harder in Ramadan. This is a hard working culture, and as someone that covers boxing and sports and is a journalist, the privilege and the pleasure to be invited here, and we're treated like guests here, not just like journalists covering an event, is just amazing.
Before you go, I want to just quickly touch on the co-main event. It's another big heavyweight fight.
I'm worried about you falling off the edge. No,
it's fine.
Yeah, good.
I've got cat-like reflexes.
Okay, good. That's all. I keep looking down on you. Please don't go.
We've got Zhilei going up against 𝗪𝗍𝗪. Parker obviously caused a huge upset, defeating Deontay Wilder. Did it quite easily, actually. How do you see that one going?
Well, you think about Zhang and those two performances against Joe Joyce. And admittedly, Joe Joyce is probably easier to hit than 𝗪𝗍𝗪. Joyce has a victory over Parker. A beats B, B beats C, and I think C beats A in this triangle of people. I think Parker wins on points if he can get through the first 6-7 rounds. But the thing is with Zhang, 291 pounds today. That's 20 stone 11, and he carries it easily. He's sly and unseen with that left hand in the ring. Parker's not got to be caught early on. It's a 2-fight deal, by the way, so they will fight each other twice. So they're both probably in their minds preparing for 2 fights. The money's so good, keeps them ready, and that's what I like about what they're doing here at the moment. They're saying, right, you're fighting him, but we're keeping you ready for the next event. So stay ready, and it's building all the time. I got Parker on points, or Zhang getting to Parker by round 7.
Brilliant. Gareth, thank you for your time. It's always a pleasure to see you and speak to you, and maybe we'll catch up with you tomorrow after the fights.
You are very welcome. Catch me before I get to the airport for an early flight.
Okay, fine, we'll do that. Thanks, Gareth.
Cheers.